Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about the Peripera Ink Blued Glowy Tints. I picked this collection up because I thought that the colours were really pretty on the swatches, and I thought that the formula of the lip product looked really nice. It was like glowy without being sticky but still really pigmented, and that just sounded really excellent to me. There's also one of the orange colours that I looked at and I was like, I would like that orange colour. I think it was number 1 best beige menu because it was kind of like, you know, a pale orange that just looked really nice. Anyway, all of the like lip swatches looked like beautiful. Yeah, it was best beige menu. All of the lip swatches look so plump and so beautiful and shiny and glossy and delightful, and I was like, I want that. So that's why I got these. Just standard Becca reasoning, you know, making my lips look nicer. So for this review I'm going to have a product description, packaging, swatches, and final thoughts. So if you'd like to skip to any of those points, please do so now. So for this one, the product description says, create a glassy lip look using this lip tint, offering a moisturizing effect, long-lasting adherence, and superb color payoff. Comes in 6 shades, colors ranging from apricot beige to cherry red. The packaging of these products is quite cute. It is a little bit of a shorter sort of bottle than usual, which I am okay with, and they have a really nice glossy plastic outer that just looks really pleasant to the eye. The outside colors match the inside colors as well, but because you have 3 more orange colors and 3 more pinky red colors, they do look a little bit samey and it's a little bit hard to tell the difference. They do have a number on the bottom that indicates what color they are, so that definitely saves me. They have one of the rectangle like flat doe foot applicators, which I think works well enough. It's not my preference, but it works fine. There are 6 shades in this collection, 3 orange tones and 3 pink tones, and they are ranging from like nice light colors to slightly more deep colors, which I think is really nice. Shade number 1 is called Best Beige Menu, and it is kind of like a light peach color. I'm going to attempt to do a gradient with these as well. And it somewhat works, but honestly not really. It's not a product I would use as a gradient because it is so sheer that you can't really see it that well. But this is how it looks as a gradient. And then I'm going to apply the rest for a full lip cover. And this is how it looks as a full cover. I think that this is a really beautiful color. I think that it's not quite as like, on the swatches that I'm looking at, it looks very peach, like lighter. And on me it's not quite as light and peachy colored, but it's just still really pretty. I also really like the finish. It reminds me a lot of a Romand 1 Lasting Water Tint in Sheer Beige, which is also another one that I really love. So this one I get quite a lot of wear out of. I think it's really cute. Also, did I mention that they kind of like smell and taste like cake? I don't know what it is, but they smell and taste like pretty delicious. So this is number 1, Best Beige Menu. Number 2 is called Coral Influencer. This one is a little bit more orange looking in the swatches, but honestly when I was doing the arm swatches, they all kind of look the same. And because they're so sheer, I feel like the difference in the colors is not that extreme. But this is how we would look as a gradient. Again, not my favorite. You just can't really see it. Like, it does work somewhat, but it's not as effective as a lot of other sort of formulas can be. And this is how we look as a full lip cover. I think it is a little bit deeper in sort of like pigmentation than the first shade. It almost looks more pink on my lips than it does in the swatches, which I don't mind at all. It's a really nice kind of like deeper peach color. This is not one that I get the most wear out of because it is slightly deeper. I like my oranges to be like a little bit more light, but I'm not offended by it. I still think it looks nice. It's just not one that I gravitate towards. So this is number 2, Coral Influencer. Number 3 is called Rose in Might, and this one is still within the orangey family, but it's a little bit more pink than the other ones are as well. Again, I don't think that it looks like the swatches. This is how it looks as a gradient, and to be fair, it doesn't look very much different to what it looked like before, except a little bit more shiny, because this one is more close to my own natural lip color, so you can't actually see the gradient that well. And this is what it looks like as a full lip cover. I really like this one. I feel like it is the most natural color in comparison to my own lips, so it's easy to wear this one because if it wears off in the center, it's not that big of a deal. I think that even though it's within more like, they put it together with the orange colors, but I feel like the 3 pinks are a little bit more cool toned. So for me, this one looks more natural and I get a lot of use out of it. I really like it. So this is number 3, Rose in Mind. Number 4 is called Pink Youth. This is the one I was actually wearing earlier on today that I had to take off. This one I actually do not like as a gradient because it is slightly lighter than my own natural lip color is, and it's a lot more cool toned, so I think that it looks a little bit odd because without using another product or without using foundation on the outside of my lips. I've got now like a lighter inside, which I don't like as much. I prefer it to be more deep on the inside. But this is how we look as a full lip cover, and I kind of love it. It's a little bit like Barbie pink, which is like, I have to be dressed right and I have to be like feeling the color, but I really like it. It's not natural, but I still think that it looks really nice. So this is number 4, Pink Youth. Number 5 is called Cherry So What. This one doesn't work so badly as a gradient because it is deeper. I also put a little bit of foundation on my lips before I started because they're getting a little bit stained. So honestly, I don't mind it. Probably not my preference, but I don't mind it. And here it is as a full lip cover. I don't generally like deeper colors in glossy formulas. My preference is lighter colors with gloss and deeper colors in a more matte formula. But honestly, kind of love this. Maybe I just needed something different, but like, I think I don't like deeper colors in a glossy formula because they tend to sit in my fine lines on my lips and it looks really unflattering and it makes my lips look really, really old. Whereas a slightly more matte formula, as long as it's not too matte, generally looks better. But I have to say that the formula of these is really, really beautiful, even on dry and flaky and wrinkly lips like my own. I don't think that they make them look worse than before, and I think that they actually are, like, for a gloss, more flattering. Like, I actually think my lips look nicer than normal, which is very unusual for me in a gloss. So I'm a fan of this one as well, and I would definitely be wearing this one again. So this is number 5, Cherry So What. Shade number 6 is called Plum Update. Again, another one that's not a terrible gradient, but not my preference. This one is a little deeper than my own lip color, but it's more like cool toned. I also did put a little bit of foundation again on my lips because they are stained. And this is how we look as a full lip cover. This is probably, I don't want to say it's like my least favorite because I don't dislike it, but it's probably the one that I get the least amount of wear out of because it's so cool toned. It's almost like a purplish pink, and it's just not a color that I wear often. Not to say that I don't like it, but I just don't wear it often. But it is still a pretty color and it still looks beautiful on the lips. So this is number 6, Plum Update. So for these lip tints, I've really been enjoying wearing them when I can. I don't wear them that much because I am wearing a mask for teaching all of the time at the moment. So having glossy lips underneath a mask is just like not a great idea, and nobody's seeing it anyway. So on my off time when I'm not masked, I have been really enjoying these. I think that the color range is really nice. I would have appreciated it if we had a slightly broader color range. Like, I feel like they are tonally very similar, just in varying like deepnesses and varying depth. And I feel like we could have had a few extra tones, but maybe Peripera is opening themselves up for, or like leaving themselves open to expand the range, which I wouldn't be mad about because I really like the formula. I think that it looks really nice on my lip type as well, which is wrinkly and dry lips. So that is definitely a plus for me. I did agree with the adherence as well. I feel like these ones didn't wear off too badly. Obviously the glossy part is going to wear off before the color, which I think is really good too for me personally, because I don't like to touch up my lips that much throughout the day. So I'm not left with like a really ugly looking worn out lips. Like, you know, when you have a lipstick and you eat away the center of it and it just looks stupid. Doesn't do that, which I think is really good. Overall, I really enjoyed this range, and it's potentially one range that I'm going to be keeping in my collection. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep every color though, because like I said, they are a little bit samey, but I did really enjoy the formula, which is great. So thank you guys so much for watching this review, and I will see you in the next one.